Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
जय श्री कृष्ण
Hare
चैतन्य
Krishna
प्रभु
Hare
नित्यानंद श्री
Hare
अद्वैत
Ram Ram
गदाधर
Hare
शिवासादि
Hare
गौर भक्तवृंद।
Krishna Krishna Hare
जय
Hare
श्री
Hare
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Monday. It is the 8th of September. It is the Ashwini Masa or Padmanabha Masa. It is the new month starts. So yesterday, Bhadra Purnami was completed. So we are entering into the new month. It is Padmanabha Masa or Ashwini Masa, Pratipat and the Krishna Paksham, Pratipat. There are no Vaishnava events today in the calendar. So we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so the demigods are praying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead to take the shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, and also in order to carry out their functions. So there are a few slokas in the last two slokas. So first 7 slokas are surrendering onto the lotus feet, and the 46th sloka, so they are glorifying the Krishna Katha. So by hearing the Krishna Katha, one can get the jnana and the vairagya and also devotional service to the Lord, and then go back to the Godhead. And then later on, the 47th sloka, they were describing about the devotional service. In the devotional service, many people comparing against the yogis who are doing the meditation in the secluded place, which is very difficult. And then whereas devotees, for them it is very easy. In such a glorifying the devotional service. So, पानेन ते देव कथासुधायाः प्रवृद्ध भक्त विशिराशयाये वैराग्यसारं प्रतिलभ्य बोधं यथाञ्जसारणे रकुञ्चदिष्ण्यं तथा परे चात्मसमाधयोग बलेन जित्वा प्रकृतिं बलिष्ठं त्वामेव धीराः पुरुषं विशन्ति तेषां श्रमः स्यान्नतु सेवयाते. Just by rendering devotional service, one can easily go back to Godhead. So likewise, demigods are offering praises. Today further they are describing about how they are influenced by the three material modes of nature, and they were appeared or created by the Lord one after another. So now they are engaged in separately, but they could not work in cooperation together for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now they're showing their inability to carry out the functions in order to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, likewise, they're offering their prayers again. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 5, verse number 48. तत्ते वयं लोकशिशुक्षयाध्या त्वयानुसृष्टापि सृष्टाः त्रिभिरात्मभिः स्म सर्वे वियुक्ताः स्विव्यवहारतन्त्रं न शक्नुमः तत्प्रतिहर्तवेते. तत्ते वयं लोकशिशुक्षयाध्या. Tatte vayam, therefore, so therefore means the previous shlokas meanings, they will come here. Therefore, tatte vayam, so all of us, tatte vayam, loka sisrukshayadhyam, loka, so the world, and sisrukshaya, and for the sake of the creation, adhya, original person. So you are the original personality of God who are creating everything else. Okay, lok sisrukshayadhya, tvaya anusrustaha, by you, anusrustaha, so being created one after another. So here, demigods are created. So many demigods, they were manifested from the mode of goodness. The mind and the demigods were manifested. So here, Tvaya Anusrushtaha Tribihi, by the three modes of nature. By three modes of nature, material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance. Atma Bihi, by one's own, and Sma in the past, survey or Vyuktaha. Vyuktaha is separated. Where they are separated, Swavihara Tantram, the network of activities for one's own pleasure. So, Naseknumuhu, Naseknumaha. So, this is Na is not Seknumaha, could do it. They could not do it for what? Tat Prihartavete, Tat Pratihartavete. That Pratihartave is to award te unto your. This is for the sake of the Lord. They could not function by themselves combinedly. Likewise, they're putting their inability in front of the Lord. So, Tatyayam lok sisrukshayabdha Sustaha Triviratme Bhisma Sarve Vyuktaha Vivharatantram Nasetnu Mahatat Prihattavete. Translation. O original person, we are therefore but yours only. Although we are your creatures, we are born one after another under the influence of the three modes of nature. And for this reason, we are separated in action. Therefore, after the creation, we could not act concertedly for your transcendental pleasure. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Can I request Gaurangi Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. The cosmic creation is working under the influence of the three modes of the external potency of the Lord. Different creatures are also under the same influence, and therefore they cannot act con- concertedly in satisfying the Lord. Because of this diverse activity, there cannot be any harmony in the material world. The base policy, therefore, is to act for the sake of the Lord, that will bring about the desired harmony. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, this is a direct perception. So here, for example, if we take one particular Sangha or one particular country or people, so many people are taking birth, so many people are dying, so many people are doing so many things. But what is the central activity that everyone can do? That is only the devotional service, coming to the Lord, offering obeisances, and engaging in the devotional service. That is very easy, straightforward. Everyone can engage themselves according to their capacity. A child can do chanting. A child can help the adults in carrying some items to the devotional service in so many ways. But if it is materialistic functions, I am a professor, I am an engineer, I am a doctor, I am a lawyer. So here, everyone are doing something separately. They cannot act for the sake of the Lord independently. So that is a just analogy in the material world, the realistic example. So here, demigods are putting their play that they cannot act for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead concertedly. So this cosmic creation is working under the influence of the three modes of the external potency of the Lord. So this is Mayadhyakshena Prakritihi Suyate Sacharacharam. And then these three modes, so they influence the living entities, how they need to, because every living entity has got a body. That body, some bodies are like mode of ignorance, some bodies are mode of passion, some bodies are mode of goodness. But when they are engaged in the devotional service, they will be transcended into the material modes of nature. If we are not in the devotional service, they have to act according to the nature they have acquired through the body. So nature has given that body because of those desires. Someone may have got woman body. So woman body, like in the previous lives, so the living entities, they are most absorbed through the body of the woman. That's why they have got the woman body in this life. So likewise, Prabhupada describes in the previous, when we have gone through the previous shlokas and the chapters and purports. So that one also he confirms in the Kapil Bhagavan describes in the third canto, 20, I think 30 to 31 chapter. So how the living entities, they take the woman body because he is always thinking of the woman body like that. So everyone has got different bodies. That body has to act according to the mode of ignorance or passion or goodness. So different creatures are also under the same influence, and therefore they cannot act concertedly. So this is again where the ego comes, because every living entity has got a body and has got different desires and trying to fulfill. If anyone is coming in to help that living entity to fulfill his own desire, then he is a friend. If he is just coming as an obstacle, if he thinks, immediately he will become an enemy. So that is the nature of this material world. So sometimes it is not that living entity as a spirit souls, we are coming and clashing. On the spirit transcendental platform, everyone are of the same quality. But whenever it comes to the material nature, where it starts with the Mahatattva, Ahankara, and from that point, this ego manifests further. And then it will be exhibited through goodness, passion, and ignorance. So because of that, they cannot act concertedly in satisfying the Lord. So because of this diverse activity, there cannot be any harmony in the material world. So every individual entity is separate from other living because of its desires and body and thoughts and intelligence and in so many other ways. Okay, so that's why there cannot be any harmony in the material world. The best policy, therefore, is to act the law, act act for the sake of the Lord. That will bring about the desired harmony. So even the people are different, either woman body or man body, a child, or even the dog, animals also can be engaged in the devotional service. Then that will bring the desired harmony. Uh, Te vai vidanti aditaranti cha devamayam yad स्त्रीसुद्रशूर्ण शभ्रापि पापजीवाः यद्दद्भुतक्रमपरायणस्य शिक्षाः तिर्यक्जनापि किमु सुधारणाये तिर्यक्जनापि किमु सुधारणाये. Even the animals also can be engaged. That is called यद्दद्भुतक्रमपरायणस्य शिक्षाः. When they are being trained properly, all स्त्री शूद्र शूर्ण Shabharapi, Papi Jivaha, all kinds of sinful living entities also can be engaged in the devotional service. In due course of time, they will be purified. Okay, that is, for example, there are so many animals in the circus. A elephant is trained to do particular activity. A tiger, a lion, they are trained to do particular activities. And the bulls and cows. But if they are engaged in the devotional service for the sake of the Lord, even monkeys also can be trained. Monkeys' minds are always chanchala. It cannot keep its mind. But if it is engaged, like, okay, if just monkeys just come and then offer to the Lord some kind of prayer and just offer your obeisances, I'll give you a banana. It can be trained like that. And that monkey can train other monkeys as well. So this is how beautifully they will engage in the devotions. This can be uh, act for the sake of the Lord. That will bring about the desired harmony. Once all the living entities understood that, okay, in this process, there is no kind of obstacles and everything is going on peacefully, so I will act like that. So there was one person about, he was training the monkeys. So, but here it was for the kind of his personal satisfaction or happiness. So he will give something, one monkey to do something, and then he will give banana after that. Another monkey will come and do it, and then he will give banana. And they will come in a queue, and he is training them. But if the monkeys are there in the just like a street dogs or a street monkeys, they will each other. They do not have any cooperation. They will fight for each other. But here they're coming in a straight line and then following disciplinedly. When devotees going to the temple, they go in a very straight line and then offer their obeisances and come and then sit there, but do bhajans and take prasadam and come out peacefully. Everything goes. That is called the harmony, desired harmony. To bring the desired harmony in the world, only the do everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. Yeah, likewise, demigods are offering their prayers. At the moment, we are separate. We are so here. For this reason, we are separated in action because they have born one after another under the influence of the three modes of nature. So that's why they could not act. But so therefore, the creation we could not act concertedly for your transcendental pleasure. So they wanted to do for the sake of your transcendental pleasure. For that purpose, they are offering their prayers. Okay, so likewise, they're putting their inability to carry out the functions. Okay, so later on we would see. So in the last shlokas here, just bringing what they're going to say. So the last local translation is just to where we are, how the demigods' prayers are leading. So here they're saying, "O Supreme Self, please give us who are created in the beginning from the Mahatattva, the total cosmic energy, your kind directions on how we shall act. Kindly award us your perfect knowledge and potency so that we can render you service in the different departments of subsequent creation." So this is the ultimate uh, desire that what they're leading all of their prayers to. So to carry out their functions, departments of subsequent creation, service in the departments of subsequent creation. Okay, so that is demigod's prayer. So they're putting their inability. So when we are not able to do anything in our day-to-day life, we just go in front of the Lord and then offer. We need to express our inability. Then in such a way, Lord will arrange something. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. तत्र वयं लोकसचक्षयाध्यात्वयानुसृष्टा त्रिभिरात्मभिः स्म सर्वे वियुक्ताः स्वीहारतन्त्रं न शक्नुमः तत्प्रतिहत्तवेते. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Karandhara, November 13th, 1970, Bombay. Okay, so can I request two devotees, one devotee read first half, second devotee read second half. Hemrita Mataji, would you like to read
Hare
first?
Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. My dear Karandara, please accept my blessings. I have received today your letter dated 25th October 1970, and in the meantime, I have just replied your two previous letters from September. So I hope you have also received that letter. I have seen the article from Salt Lake City, and also one letter has come from Mohanananda in Dallas. So things are very favorable in both places. Just you see that they go on very nicely to our set standard. I'm glad that you are taking your duties of overseeing the centers in your jurisdiction very seriously. That is very much needed. Regarding Seattle Center, I know that Krishna Kanti is very nice devotee and highly intelligent and enthusiastic. So he is certainly a good man for the presidency here. I'm so pleased that Srimati Jamwanti Devi is caring for the deities there so well. When the deities will be radiant, it means that the service is going on nicely. So, regarding the Los Angeles deity worship, you are carrying it out very well in my presence. So, So you continue in that way. 2 baths daily for their lordship is not required, but twice dressing is nice. Your program for training everyone in the proper form of deity worship and other temple activity is very, very good. We want all that our men shall be able to do everything in Krishna consciousness. A devotee is expert in all things. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Kindly reflect meanwhile. So I'll request Asha Mataji to read second half, please.
Please continue to send all available funds to the Bhakti Vedanta Book Fund deposit as you are doing. Why have the senders not sent my maintenance checks regularly as before? So far, the distribution of funds, temple management, etc., which you have mentioned. If one is sincere, the dictation how to do it rightly will come from within. It is stated that those who are engaged in the service of the Lord in pure love and devotion, to them dictation is given from within their hearts. But still, you should check with me. If one is very cautious, then Krishna will give him protections. One should not become cautious. He should be cautious. Regarding initiation, as mentioned in your letter addressed to Devananda Maharaja, we shall be very careful now in the selection of candidates for initiation, and everything must be followed by them very strictly as we have instructed. Then we shall see above initiation. Regarding affairs of temple management, financial distribution, etc., it is not necessary that you have keep me informed of all the details regarding marriages. The correct way is that you should first get the marriage sanctioned by me and then perform the ceremony with my blessings. I shall I shall be expecting the posters and pictures soon. They will be very useful to our propaganda work. How it is that you owe $20,000 to Dai Nippon? Are the temples remitting the $15 cost per copy BTG to ISKCON Press for each copy they receive? Please keep me regularly informed. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well-wisher A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Swami Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So please kindly reflect on this one. So meanwhile, we shall go and hear from Hemlata Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. In this letter, Prabhupada is he is just confirming about the letters he has written to them, written to Karandhara Prabhu. Has he received it or not? And has been mentioning that about the centers there in United States, how they doing. So he has been mentioning that. Uh, First he is appreciating them how nicely they are managing their own centers, and by name he is telling them, like in Seattle Center he is saying that the Mataji or Prabhuji, I don't know, who is taking care of the temple nicely, he should be the good candidate for the president post there over there. And similarly, for he is appreciating other Mataji Jamvati Devi, who is looking after deities very well in there. So he has mentioned here that no need to give bath to the deities twice a day, but they should be nicely dressed 2 times in a day. And um, Yeah, that's it really, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Tamisha
Krishna.
Mataji. Very nicely explained. Asha Mataji.
Krishna Prabhu. In this paragraph, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that they have to continue all available funds for the Bhakti Vedanta book fund, which they are doing already. And also he mentioned that they have to do the regular maintenance check. They used to do it, but maybe they are not doing it. So he's asking why they're not doing the regular maintenance checks. Regarding like regular maintenance checks regarding books distribution, fund for the distribution, and temple management. And he also mentioned that whoever engaged in the service of the Lord with pure love and devotion from within their heart, then Krishna will be give them guide and give them protection. But he also mentioned that even though they're doing with love and devotion, Srila Prabhupada says that they should check with him beforehand. I think that's how I understood. And mainly he mentioned about initiation, that he sent it to Devananda Maharaja. So he mentioned about the letter, and he said we should be very careful in choosing the candidates for the initiation. So they should be following all the regulatory principles, I think, all the rules strictly, what they have instructed already. So then they think about they then decide about the initiation. And some extra things he mentioned about temple, regarding affairs of temple management and financial distribution. He said to them that they don't need to inform them all the time. Only regarding marriages, they should follow the correct way, which Prabhupada already sanctioned, the way how to perform the marriage. Then they can do it with his blessings. And he was expecting the posters and pictures soon from Prabhu. So he think it will be very useful for their propaganda work. And he also asking how he owe him $20,000 to Dai Nippon. Something going on with the copies. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I didn't understand, Prabhu. Something they owe some money for them. So he asking him to inform in a regular basis. That's all I could understand.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely explained. Any other comments, dear devotees, from this letter? So that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Jaivad Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, and all the dear devotees. Thank you, both Matajis, for explaining. I think my understanding of one of the paragraphs about fund, that the second that Asha Mataji was reading, there where it says the distribution, distribution of funds is my understanding that where he says dictation, I think he means how the funds which are accumulated is to be distributed. And he's saying that if one is sincere, then it will come to them. How should the funds be allocated? Some money to this fund or for temple management or for any other thing that is required to run a temple. But the maintenance checks, I wonder if the spelling is wrong there. I'm not sure. And that could be misleading people. Yeah. Just that there, so that bit. And then he's again saying about the temple management in the third paragraph regarding the affairs of temple management. He doesn't need to know all the details. Because he has already mentioned above as well that you if you are sincere, then it will come to you how you spend your money. He doesn't need to know too much nitty-gritty things, which I'm surprised about, because sometimes the temples can be mismanaged, and maybe he doesn't need to know the nitty-gritty things, but big things he may need to know. Like he's already saying, how come you owe 20,000 to Dai Nippon? I don't know. Yeah, something that just came to me, and obviously stressing about how things should be done, the marriages, and that was covered nicely by Asha Mataji. Yes. Thank you.
Mataji, very nicely also just filling the gaps. Thank you so much. Any other comments, dear devotees?
Prabhu, can I say something?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
I think one thing that, first of all, thanks a lot, Hare Krishna, to everyone. Both the Matajis explained it very well. And just to add, I think in one place he has mentioned about how the deities are radiant when they are being worshipped properly. That point I noted, that he thinks, he feels, and we know also that how the deities are so beautiful and radiant, and he's emphasizing on that. So that was very nice. And the other point is, which is at the bottom, where he's talking about the initiation process. And so here he is sort of saying that for the selection of the candidates for initiation to be done very carefully. So he's authorizing, I think, the initiation, but he's also emphasizing that those candidates need to be selected with a lot of care, and the process must be followed strictly, so that as he has instructed. So I think this is also a very important line, because there were some discussions about the initiation, about who can initiate and who cannot. But here he is talking about the initiation process. That's all. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for stressing that point. Very nice. Any other comments, dear devotees? Thank you so much. Okay, so here initiation means, so previously so this letter is in the period of 1970. That means it is almost 5 years after the establishment of ISKCON society. So here initially Prabhupada was picking the candidates, initiating them. So even though they were not following rules rigidly, but on the mercy of spiritual master. But later on, when the society is developing, so when more candidates are coming, we need to be strictly observe whether he is following the rules and regulations. Everything must be followed by them. So this is strictly, as we have instructed. Now we have got so many people in this world, so many centers, many people wanted to do it. Some people, they may be passionate to take initiation, or maybe inspired, just sentiment like that they may come, but later on they give up because of it requires stability and consistency in following the rules and regulations and chanting 16 rounds and maintaining the purity. It requires consistency, but after some time, people may give up. So because of those reasons, Prabhupada slowly tightening the rules there. Everything must be followed by them very strictly. That is one point to stress, and that might take away as well. And other activities, they are functional organizational functions. They can be carried out by the devotees. But what is the main thing is what kind of devotee he is, whether he is following all the rules and regulations, chanting 16 rounds. We need to see that purity. Then we can automatically understand activities are going on perfectly. So that is what the mood of Srila Prabhupada there. That is my reflection on that side. And then where something is happening between the two people, that is kind of marriages or something, then take blessings from me so that you will live happily in this marriage life like that. And this is 20,000 Dainipon. It was for printing of the books. But here Karendra Prabhu was mentioning that he thinking that we need to pay something like that. But actually it is for per copy it was 15 cents. Uh, and then if they take 1,000 copies, maybe they will be paying 1,500 pounds, dollars like that. So it is distribution of the funds, collecting funds from all centers based on the number of copies. Okay, so once they get it, then they will pay back to Daily Fund later on. Okay, so that is my takeaway from this letter and the reflections.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I add something?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Prabhu, my thought about the initiation as well, similar what you said is initially Prabhupada has initiated lots of people without much strict rules and regulation, but later on, but that's I thought as well why we are following this hard. The only reason came in my mind is we do not have the eye Prabhupada had, and how can Prabhupada see the way Prabhupada has the divinity inside him, and he can see who is going to be a good devotee and who is not. But I don't think all the others later on we have the same type of eye or same type of understanding and seeing through people. That's why Prabhupada has made the rule hard and fast and more strict. That's my understanding. Very good.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, that is perfect. Yes, in the presence of Srila Prabhupada, anyone, even though he may not be properly doing chanting before that, once he come in the presence of Srila Prabhupada, in due course of time, we have a hope that he will be proper and follow these rules and regulations. Now, when the organization is growing bigger, it may not be directly Prabhupada, maybe his disciples. So at the time, what kind of purity and strength, it depends on that candidate who is supervising that candidates there. Then if he is not pure, so and then further whenever keep going downstream, so many of again how much purity we are maintaining, that depends. So but if the rule is there, like everyone has to follow the chanting of 16 rounds and those 4 regulative principles, those rules as a standard, that is the minimum requirement for the initiation. So establishing a standard. But however, once it is followed, a journey within the heart, how much pure we have got, how much we can influence others later on in our downstreams further. Okay, so that is the standards. It is introduced later on. Nowadays, even for the sannyasis, there are so many rules. And for entering into taking Brahmana initiation, further rules. So much of filtration is there. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, today we have got teachings of Lord Chaitanya at 8 p.m. Okay, apart from that, we have received a message from Krishna Keshav Prabhuji that his mother has left her body. So Devashish Prabhuji, would you like to share, Prabhuji, anything? So we pray for Krishna Keshav Prabhuji's mother from on behalf of her Sangha, and also Mataji also requested before that, before she leaves her body. So we keep her in our prayers. and also the Prabhuji.
Yes.
So, Devashish Prabhuji, would you like to share a few words?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna devotees, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Krishna Kesha Prabhu has been serving our Sangha for a long time. Whenever we ask him, he never says no. He comes and deliver his classes and everything. And his mother came time to time to our Sangha as well, sit next to him and listen to the classes, although she wasn't well. And her last wish was like to him that so that we as a Sangha, as a group, we pray for her further journey towards Krishna Loka. So we on behalf of him, we all request all the devotees, please keep her in mind, and we can pray once or twice in our group so that she can go to Krishna Loka. That's my thinking. And Prabhuji is going to, of course, lots of stress, and his mother was the only close person to him at the moment. So we should show him some support from us. That's all. Very good.
So can we all do Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times for the sake of Samhataji and Prabhuji? Can we all unmute and do Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times, please? Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, dear devotees. So, hope the journey of Prabhuji's mother towards the lotus feet of Krishna goes smoothly. Hare Krishna.
Devashish Prabhu, if you can, please pass on the message to Prabhu that we are all thinking of him and praying for his mother.
Definitely, I'll post his. Prabhu, is that okay if I post his message what he sent to us?
Yes, Prabhuji, is that when Prabhuji it has happened today or yesterday?
Prabhuji sent this today. Mataji left her body yesterday 11 a.m.
Yesterday, it is, yes. It was so auspicious day.
Yeah.
Bhadrapurni.
Haribol.
Yes, Prabhuji, please you can post that. Thank you. Okay, any other updates, dear devotees, you wanted to share? Or okay, if there are no further sharings, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
namo
Namo Namaha.
Anantapur Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Vaheguru.
Jai.
Hare Krishna, thank you everyone. Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Nityananda Sri Advaita